Hello, ladies and gentlemen, guys and gals, and welcome to Thou Show Afterwards. So today, we're gonna be spilling the tea. Nope, I'm sorry, I have to spill the tea for you guys. We're not actually gonna be spilling the tea, we're gonna be making the tea. Now, I know what you're saying. Where had this idea sprung up upon? What the heck? This is kind of a dumb idea, and not gonna lie, yeah, it is. So we will be making teas, like I've already stated. One will be some cinnamon tea, another will be chai tea, because that is my all-time favorite tea. Whenever I go to a coffee shop, I always get the chai tea latte, because it is delicious and divine. We will be combining all of the spices together to make one single cup of tea or something like that, just out of curiosity. And also a big disclaimer with how things lay out in my scheduling. I won't be able to get all the necessary ingredients for the chai tea just because I can't go to the grocery store today and I have to film today, so sorry about that. So I love tea. Tea is like the best thing in the world. I am not a coffee drinker, I'm a tea drinker. And no, I am not British. The reason why I like tea is because it's less bitter than coffee. And also, everyone just adds so much sugar to coffees. Why would you want to intake that much more sugar to get some caffeine? Tea, less bitter, has caffeine, tastes delicious. There's multiple type of teas. It's beautiful. So yes, I love tea. Tea is beautiful and gorgeous and show-stopping, and it is the one thing in the world that keeps me alive. That's a joke. Yes. Okay, so time to introduce the spices to y'all, and they are terrifying, and no, I do not have them memorized, so this is going to be interesting. So our spices are ginger, ground cinnamon, rosemary, cayenne pepper, ground cumin, sage, cloves, nutmeg, coriander, mangorium, and paprika. So yes, some of those teas probably should not go into chai tea or any tea. The reason why I grabbed the paprika, guys, no, I'm not insane. It's because I know chai tea is kind of like spicy. So yes, and I've heard paprika is spicy. It also looks spicy. One big disclaimer, I am deeply sorry if I mispronounce a lot of the spices names. Sorry if I butcher some things and then you're totally confused and then sorry about that. Anyways, let's get a tea making. I feel like one thing we should always start with is a tea base. So I'm just gonna grab a normal, non-flavored black, I need scissors. Let's get our base in there. Gotta have a base, no trouble. Okay, base. It's so fine. It's so fine, it's really cool. We are going to have to put some cinnamon in there because this will be our cinnamon tea. I do not know how much of it though. Let's do one of an eighth, 2? I don't know, cinnamon is overpowering. So right now we have 1/4 of a teaspoon. Maybe we should do 1/2 of a teaspoon. And then let's mix that. We mixed it. Yay. So now we are going to add it to one of these cups. If this works, haha, it did. Oh, it smells cinnamony, cinnamony. Oh, that smells nice. One is completo. Oh yeah! Mixture number 2. Well, that's interesting. They're bagged like that. Intriguing. Okay, so this is going to now be chai tea. Now, I have no idea how to do this, what type of spices. That's mostly because I just grabbed a lot of spices, and here we are. We're gonna just put how much of whatever in there, and yeah. I picked up coriander because I'm like, oh, this looks interesting. It's like little marble things, but I remember putting this on a meatloaf, so I don't think that coriander would go good in tea. So let's not add that to there. I also picked up rosemary. I don't think people put rosemary in chai tea. They might put cayenne pepper. Cloves. Now, I was thinking this because cloves are cloves. And you know what? That does smell something that I feel like chai tea does have. Let's maybe do a fourth. Is that too overpowering? See, this is something I'm gonna get wrong, the measurements. So I'd say let's do a fourth of cloves. Like, I like a strong, hefty boy, one could say, of chai tea. I like it to be like a kick in the face. Except I don't want it to be too much of a kick in the face, or else it tastes terrible. Now there's also mangoriam. Mangoriam. That does not smell like chai tea at all. Nutmeg. You know what? I'm just gonna put it in here because I don't think I got enough spices for chai tea. I know you put that in, maybe I shouldn't have put a fourth in there. I should have put an eighth. Why did I put a fourth of nutmeg? Crap. I hope that doesn't kill me later. I should have looked closer at the measurements. Why did I not look closer? I got really distracted. That's what happened. I got really distracted. Oh my gosh. We have curcumin. That does not smell like chai tea at all. It smells like hummus. Okay, we only have 2 spices, and I'm sure there's like a ton of spices that go into chai tea. So crap. There's sage. Ooh, that has a nice tea smell. That does. Okay, so I feel like we have to balance out the nutmeg, even though I don't think we can do that because nutmeg is evil. Let's do 2 things of sage. So a half a teaspoon of sage. I also got some paprika because I'm like, ooh, chai tea is kind of spicy, and isn't paprika spicy? I mean, it looks hot. Doesn't smell like chai tea at all, so I guess this is a no. Now we have some ground cinnamon, and I think that definitely goes into chai tea. I mean, it's cinnamon. Yeah, it probably goes into chai tea. I'm trying to work on balancing out the nutmeg that we did, so let's do a half a teaspoon of cinnamon. And then let's work on the ginger. The reason why I added this was because a long time ago, I was like wanting to make homemade chai tea, and the one ingredient that sticked out to me was ginger. So it's clumpy. I hope this ain't expired. I don't think spices can go bad. Let's add it in anyways. Let's just do a little bit of ginger since it's ginger. And then let's add some more cloves, maybe another fourth of cloves, because that was like the defining smell for me of chai tea. Okay, so now we have all of our spices in here of craziness, so let's start mixing. Chai tea, a check. So now it is everything of this mixed together, which, oh my gosh, hopefully it turns out good. And of course this one, I don't think there's any like online instructions of how to do this, since this is just me being crazy and insane. Not gonna lie, now that I'm thinking about it more, it's like, you know Sophia, she does these like Frankenbaum stuff. This is like a Franken tea. It would be cool for her to do a Franken tea though. Like maybe combine all of, I don't know, famous tea brand teas or something like that. One mo, I have to have the blood return to my feet. Okay, so now we gotta mix everything together and hopefully that creates something. I really don't know if this tea is gonna turn out good. Let's pour this in. The cinnamon one, this is the chai one, and this is the what the heck is this one. Maybe I added too many cloves. My nose is also like stuck. Bark, 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 bark. Okay, cool. So with this, okay, I think we're good now. Okay, so I have all of these teas. So right now we are going to be focusing on the two mixtures with instructions. Okay, so with the first instructions, it seriously says just put some cinnamon into a cup, boil it, and mix it around a lot. So that's what we're gonna do. In the recipe, we do not drain the cinnamon out at all. We keep it in the cup. So I feel like with this packet, with the based tea packet, we just put it in the cup, put the cinnamon in the cup, pour water into it, and wada boo. Let's do half a teaspoon of cinnamon. Let's go on to the phone. And there's a lot of spices that I don't have. This calls for cardamom pods, whole cloves, cinnamon sticks, fresh ginger, black peppercorns, bay leaf, loose black tea leaves, water, half and half, and sugar or honey. Yeah, this also calls for ginger and cinnamon. I knew cloves went into chai tea. I just knew it. It smelt like chai tea. I just put a half of a teaspoon of cloves in there. So a half a teaspoon of cinnamon. And then we have ginger. Ginger, I feel like we could go a little bit low on because it's ginger. It's very pungent. So that's a half. So I will do a fourth of ginger. There's peppercorns. We do not have those. Bay leaves, we don't have that. We have loose black tea leaves. We just have loose black tea. Dogs are barking now. So let's mix this together. Okay, so now we have all of our mugs. So now we just have to add hot water to everything, let everything steep, and then try what it tastes like, and hopefully it tastes okay. I am praying. I am very, very much praying. So let's sniff everything. I will say the cinnamon smells like cinnamon, which is great. And the other cinnamon does smell like cinnamon, which is pretty good, so we're off to a good start. I felt like that one was pretty easy. Now with the chai tea, I did miss some stuff, so let's hope these two smell pretty similar. I definitely smelled the cloves. It definitely smells more like chai tea. I'm getting a lot of cloves. I did put a lot of cloves in here. I'm hoping that I did not mess up. That would be bad. That would be very, very, very bad. It's a lot more like kind of got a kicked to it, which is nice. So this one, I feel like something has an underlying tone in here. It could be the nutmeg, I think it is. With this, it's seriously just cloves. And then I think a hint of ginger. Now one thing you have to do is stir this in while this is dissolving. Okay. Tea bag got all tangled. Crap. Oh, there we go. Ah, there we go. I would say I kind of stirred this until it was dissolved. Now is the chai tea with instructions. Here we go. Hopefully not much of the dust escapes because that ain't gonna be that fun. Sadly, I only have one of these, so we have to wait until the steeping is all done. Let's scoop the powder out. So it is nice to know that a lot of the powder did come out. So that is great. Happy birthday to tea. Happy birthday to tea. Happy birthday, dear tea. So now we have to work on these three bastards. So let's do the cinnamon tea first. Okay, let's do this. Wahaha! And let's put you in there. Oh yeah! Now it's just stirring it around because we're just stirring around in us. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah, we're just hanging out. I am a choir kid. Okay, we have the improv cinnamon tea. So now, let's do the improv chai tea. Oh my gosh, that is a lot of powder. Put way too much powder in here. It's in and it just bubbled. So I don't think tea's supposed to be bubbling, but it did. I do not want sparkling tea. Okay, it's steeped for long enough. So let's put this in here. So we have everything except this final tea, and you are getting in the angle. And this tea is terrifying because it is all of these spices mixed together. Hopefully I don't die. I think I will. I am scared. I think this is done now. Yay. So let's get the spices out. Woohoo. And the dogs are barking like maniacs. Okay, hello everyone. I am back. So we have all of our tea steeped, and yes, I do look like a person in the mafia or someone who is mean. Listen, I have to try the teas, and how am I gonna try it? With wearing a purple suit, I know, I can't believe it. My skin isn't actually purple, guys. Then playing as post-scooped Michael Afton would have been 10 times better. So how about we try the first one? This is the chai tea without instructions. I would say this tastes like too much cinnamon. It's very, very strong. It's like a kick to your face, basically. With cinnamon tea, I do like it to be nice and light and delicate. This is like more like, I'm cinnamon tea. So let's compare it to the instruction. Well, the cinnamon tea that has had instructions. Oh, that's interesting. Even though these two have the same type of ingredients, these two taste vastly different. This cinnamon, it comes in a bit more gently, and then it does get strong, but then it dies out nice. This cinnamon just comes in like punching your taste buds. So I feel like with the stirring process of stirring it in and also just adding it directly to it, that made it taste 10 times better. We have our chai teas. So this is the one without instructions. I think I added too much clove. Oh, that tasted terrible. I added way too much spices, way too much clove. I just tasted clove. I couldn't taste anything else. Don't go overboard with clove, guys. I guess that's one thing I learned. Okay, so here's the chai tea with the instructions. Intriguing. This one was a lot more strong and a lot more potent, whereas this one was nice and light, and I would dare to say it almost tastes like regular chai tea you would get. I would say though it doesn't taste quite right, probably because I missed a lot of the ingredients. I hate you, mask. Now, we have this thing. This tea is the tea that is all of this stuff, an eighth of all of this stuff, and that also means some of this stuff that isn't supposed to be in steeped water, but is supposed to be in like ham or turkey or something like that. It's gonna taste questionable, and I am scared and I'm terrified. So this does smell like chicken. So let's pray to the Lord that the tea is decent. Oh, this is terrifying. Okay, here we go. this one is weird. There's some spices that aren't supposed to go in there, and the first taste, I think my tongue is numb. Great. Yeah, that was really, really interesting. So the upper notes made it seem like, or upper flavor made it seem really nice and arid, and it seemed gentle in a way, while like there was still a lot of strong stuff going on underneath it. I will say though, at the beginning, in music terms, there seemed to be a lot of dissonance, a lot of strong, not coordinated flavors. Now, if I went to a coffee shop and I would have asked for this, I would still hate it. I would probably want a refund, or I would want to throw it away. Given that I just mixed a bunch of random ingredients together, I thought this actually tasted pretty good, and I was expecting to throw up with this, but I didn't, so that is great, and that is amazingly beautiful. Now, I will say with all three of these, if I got them at a coffee shop, I would probably never go there again. With this chai tea, I would be like, yeah, it's kind of mid. I was pleasantly surprised with this cinnamon tea, especially with instructions, where you just put some cinnamon, some black tea, you mix the cinnamon with boiling water, and it tasted perfect. It was so nice. The cinnamon was light and arid. The black tea was kind of there, kind of like a strong note underneath, while the cinnamon was just like dancing and like prancing around. So that was really, really nice. So everyone, I did just indeed spill the tea, and if you want more tea to be spilled in other sort of videos, then please consider like and subscribing. Of course, you do not have to. So I hope you guys have a beautiful day, and I hope you go outside and just try something new. Anyways, have a good day.